Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football here at Abilene High School at the Abilene 7-on-7 state qualifying tournament. Here with the head coach of the Angry Orange, Coach Kevin Grain of the San Angelo Central Bobcats. Coach Crane, appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us.
Yeah, Matt, thanks for having us, and thanks for all you do for Texas High School football.
They pay me to watch football, so I can't complain too much. You guys have a lot harder job than me. I just get to sit in the press box and eat good food most of the time. You're down there trying to win football games, right?
That's right. Yep.
First off, Coach, let's talk about. We were talking off camera about spring football a little bit. You guys just wrapped up the spring. Just overall, from your perspective, what did you guys want to get accomplished out of the spring football? And then, number one, did you get that accomplished? And then, looking at injuries and those kind of things, did you guys get out of that thing healthy?
Yeah, certainly. We had a productive spring. This year we got a young team, and so we got a lot of youth, and some of those guys are going to have to play on Friday night. So, getting those guys some experience and what the speed of the game is going to be like was important for us this spring, and I think we accomplished that. Also, we got a new defensive coordinator in this year and kind of a new scheme, and so we were able to work on that this spring. And so overall, it's very productive and for the most part, injury free.
I mean, there's always bumps and bruises in the spring, right? But if you can avoid the big injuries, that's kind of a win, right?
Yeah, that's right. We had our fair share of bumps and bruises, but actually our spring game got rained out. We had some lightning, and we had to keep delaying it. And eventually, we had to cancel it. But you hated that for the kids because they were so excited to play. But at the end of the day, we were excited that, hey, we didn't have to risk injury or anything like that for the spring game.
You guys will never complain about rain in West Texas, right?
No, never.
and speaking of that, have you guys gotten as much rain in San Angelo as they've gotten up in the Panhandle?
We've gotten some, but not like Lubbock. I think Lubbock's gotten hammered. We've got a little bit, and we're grateful for what we've got, but we could use some more.
There you go. All right, Coach, looking ahead, first at 7-on-7, you guys are competing against a really good Lake Belton team right now. When you look at your guys in 7-on-7, again, reps and learning your scheme, because you guys run your system on Friday nights on 7-on-7, what do you want to see from your guys when they're competing today?
Yeah, just what you said. We want to get better on offense. We want to get better on defense. Like you said, we run our scheme, and we don't come up with a bunch of 7-on-7 plays. We're running our offense to get better for the fall, and that's how we've always approached it. Defensively, again, we're working on our new scheme and communication and just covering the ball in the air, playing the ball in the air, getting some good conditioning. So for us, it's good work.
All right, now when you look ahead at 2023, the Little Southwest Conference is always tough, and I feel like top to bottom, it's really there's no off nights in the district. The number 6 team can beat the number 1 team on any given night in your district, and that makes it tough. But I guess it also makes it exciting, right?
Yeah, it's competitive. There's no doubt. It's competitive, and it's exciting, to play in the Little Southwest Conference week to week. Like you said, a lot of tradition, a lot of great competition. You can't ever take a week off. You got to be prepared to play every week, and like you said, anybody can beat anybody, and so it's a lot of fun. And I expect it to be the same this year. With all the teams being really good and really competitive.
For the San Angelo Central Bobcats to make the playoffs and challenge for a district championship, which I know that's y'all's goal, what do you guys need to do? What needs to go right for you guys in 2023?
Yeah, we got to stay healthy, number one, but some of our young guys got to get some good experience in our 5 non-district games. They got to get used to playing at the speed that it's going to be on a varsity Friday night. And so they're going to have to get used to that early, and they're going to have to get in there and get used to the speed of the game and how fast it is and the physicality of the game. And so we really need to see that from our young guys early in the non-district schedule.
All right, final question for you, Coach. Looking back at your history and where you've been at San Angelo for a while now, but tell us, tell us where your first coaching job was, what your title was, and what were your second or third sports?
Yeah, so I was lucky to start in Muleshoe, Texas. So my in the fall, I was able to do my student teaching at Muleshoe, but I was also able to help coach football. My brother was the defensive coordinator there, so I was junior high football, but I also coached varsity defensive ends. And then I did middle school basketball, so 7th and 8th grade basketball. Okay. I also did middle school track, but I was also the varsity baseball assistant. So my first job, I had actually 4 sports.
Wow, okay.
And a funny story about that is one day I was mowing the outfield after a rain, like it had rained in Muleshoe one of the few times in the history of Muleshoe it rained. I was mowing the outfield on a riding lawnmower, and I got stuck in the outfield right before the game was fixing to happen. So that was one of my most embarrassing moments as a coach.
Were y'all able to get the mower unstuck before the game started?
Yeah, it took a while, and it took a couple coaches to dig it out of there, but we got it out, and the head coach said I was never allowed to mow again after that.
Did you take some flack in the field house for that one?
I sure did, yeah.
All right, now question about your basketball coach. What was your basketball coaching style? Were you trying to get up and down and run and gun a little bit?
Yeah, so I specialize in defense on basketball. I'm a big 1-3-1 guy. So every basketball coach we have, I say, hey man, I can be your defensive coordinator. We're going to run the 1-3-1. We're going to pack it in. We're going to make them beat us from the outside. And for some reason, nobody takes me up on it. But I'm a big 1-3-1 guy in basketball.
There you go, Kevin Crane, head coach at San Angelo Central, a big 1-3-1 zone guy. Coach, enjoy watching your kids compete today, and good luck in 2023.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.